Have a soundboard and have stay on target.
Like
Stay on target. Yeah.
clapping and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Also good. Maybe that's what sends the podcast on the next level, or maybe kills it, is the adding of a soundboard. We'll see what happens in 2015.
Yeah.
This wine might also kill it.
Shush you.
Before we get into our spirits, this is the Tribute Games podcast. You are listening to the ramblings of a video game studio in Montreal. So that's how the sausage is made. It's what we talk about when we make those games, and or when we're in break from making those games. This is our year-end special for 2014. And that's pretty much it. Go buy Mercenary Kings, please, and Wizard as well. They're great games. Excellent stocking stuffer for whoever likes video games in your family.
There's a deal on it this weekend too, right?
Yeah.
On Steam sales.
I think it's 40% off.
Ooh.
One of IGN's top PlayStation 4 games of the year. So check that out. Mercenary Kings on PS4. Yes, let's all clap for ourselves.
Nominated for a Canadian video game indie game of the year, which we lost.
Hey.
But
we
it was,
already talked about that.
yeah, but
Yeah.
still, it's an honor just to be nominated.
We said we wouldn't talk about it again.
Around this table, there's me, Yannick Belzil, who's the writer on the games, as well as the social media manager.
I'm Dom Tudy, I'm a game designer.
Excellent tone of voice, Dom.
Thank you.
Ho, ho, ho! In the Christmas spirit, Justin Sear, game design, animation.
And responsible for this horrible wine.
Shush.
Terrible.
Okay, so the thing is,
It's warm, too.
I've had the. I'm getting beat up for this.
I'll give you 100 points for effort.
Effort? Thank
You
you.
get all your points for effort. It's a really...
Before getting into that, though, who are you?
Stefan, artist.
Jonathan, co-founder and game designer and so on.
Jean-François, the other co-founder and programmer.
I'm Andy, and I'm a programmer.
So yeah, right now we're all having drinks. Great drinks. I don't drink wine, so I'm having my usual the recipient of the blue ribbon from the Pabst company. It's great. But we have a special wine happening around the table, and what is that wine?
Look,
Justin?
I've had this for a while. It's just labeled Tribute. And I thought, being that's our company name, bought a couple bottles. And we've had this for like 3 years, and we've never bothered trying some.
So it's a vintage. It has age.
For now obvious reasons.
Can you
Listen.
talk about the types of grapes and everything?
It's a Riesling Dry. It's an unrivaled example of excellence with its cool climate acidity. It's not cool at all, it's warm, and it's really acid. And a fragrant orchard fresh aroma. Orchard fresh aroma lightened with a delicate peach bouquet.
And I happen to think it's lovely. So I'm going to have myself another glass.
And because you're a sommelier, so
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna
Go
try
for it. It's actually really good, despite what some people think. Dom also brought us a nice bottle of wine.
It's not wine, it's it's sparkling wine, sorry.
Sparkling wine, so it's almost champagne.
Almost.
We thought that we'd talk about our favorite games of the year for this year-end episode. So, unless there's something to say in the corner first, but I don't think there is.
Officially started working on Don's special
Yeah,
project.
there's art.
Yeah,
There's
no,
colors
there's
and
art.
there's
great.
pixels and characters.
No pixel.
No pixels, but there's like
There's a bunch of
it's not
Just a couple of art, and we did some writing about it this week, and that was pretty exciting. It pumped us up for do more work when we come back from the holidays.
Yeah, we'll forget all about what we've done this week.
Oh, for sure. I'm opening this beer.
Whoa!
Oh my god! On the recording PC.
It was shake. It's okay. It's just a drip.
Shaken, not stirred.
Yes.
Would you care to open the Enkel Trocken?
The English problem? Oh, I'm
Sparkling wine.
opening everything then.
You're the host. You need to.
Okay, that's gonna explode on the mic.
That might explode on the mic, so I'm gonna turn around.
It was not shaken, so it shouldn't do too much. About Jesus Christ! In the rock bin box. Great shot.
It was a good idea to move away.
Guys, you have founded a company and you take care of running a company, but it doesn't have.
Look at the audio.
It doesn't. we don't have any work insurance so far either. So it's good that this was solved. So I'm gonna pour a glass.
So, Dom.
Wait, me?
All your fancy
going
talking.
first.
You're back talking. What are your favorite games in 2014?
Alright, I got a top 5.
A top 5? Wow.
So going backwards, number 5, I'll say Sports Friends, which I worked on, but it's not the reason why it's on my top 5.
That's not very ethical, Dom.
Yeah, Sports Friends was for a collection of 4 games, and one of those games is called Okra. It's a minimalist sports game, and it's just like the most fun multiplayer. Except another one on the list.
What are the names of the hidden games that we played last Friday?
We played
wrestling one.
Get on Top. Yeah. So there's 4 games in the collection, but there's also 2 games you unlock by entering cheat codes. And one of those games we played was Get on Top.
We played 200 bouts of Get on Top, maybe even more, and it was mesmerizing. It was really fun. It was really funny, and then it's really dumb. Then you find it really funny. And then you get used to it, and then it starts back again getting dumb and funny.
It becomes dark at some point too, because you realize there's no goal. Like the points just keep racking up.
You just 2 characters pulling each other and breaking the other character's neck.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's not realistic at all.
Rounds take about 3 seconds each. If
That's
even.
generous. Yeah.
Oh, I'm liking that Trocken, Dom.
The Trocken's rockin'.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, Okra is like fantastic. It's basically hockey, but with just like tiny squares on a grid. I don't know, it's great. Number 4 is Diablo 3, because I played way too much of that game with a friend. Playing co-op is really fun. It's pretty much just like you guys' Destiny. It's just like, I don't know why I'm doing it over and over again, but I am, so. Number 3 is Dark Souls 2, because that game was really good and really hard, but it's basically an odyssey that you get into and you just decide that you'll finish this game. And
Did you play the other 2?
Yeah, I played Demon Souls, I played Dark Souls.
How do you think it stacks?
It was not as fantastic as the first one, but it was still really good, and it was just more of the same. It felt good. Not the best content, but it was great. I hope I'll see that on your list too. So number 2, I will say something really geeky, but I really love Hearthstone. I decided I would not play that game again because it's too time consuming, and so it's basically just a card game like Magic or all that, but since it's not a physical game, they could do a lot of fun stuff. Like there's a lot of random, there's a lot of weird things you wouldn't be able to do in a real card game that they're just having so much fun with it, and it's great. And lastly, number 1 is Towerfall Ascension, because it's one of the best games of all time. I introduced it to you guys, I think, once, right?
Yeah.
Super fun.
Lots of fun.
Yeah, it's, I mean, all the people I bring it to, they get into it in like less than an hour, and usually everybody enjoys it.
Awesome. Good list. So, good year for games, you'd say?
Yeah, pretty good. I mean, it's weird because there's Diablo 3 and Dark Souls and Hearthstone are kind of mainstream. Usually my list is mostly comprised of indie games. Yeah. I feel like there weren't that many like
standouts,
like really perfect.
Can't believe you're part of a lame stream.
But I mean, there were a ton of. Who goes next? I'll throw the ball to GF.
All right. Okay. Actually, I have 2 this year. The one that's probably not a surprise is Destiny. I don't know how many hours I have in that game, so that's kind of refreshing.
Is there a way to know?
Yeah, I believe so.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Do you?
I'll try to find out like before the end of the podcast.
You get deep into a game like this every couple months or every year, or is that a special case? Like it's been a while since you went into a game.
I haven't been playing that many games lately, just because
you make them
really. I don't know. There's nothing really that like hooks me to games recently. I don't know. I think it's the loot system or whatever. I just need to have all these weapons. So yeah, I've been playing way too much of Destiny, and just 2 weeks ago I tried Monument Valley, and that's insane. It's not really a game, but it's so polished, so well done.
It's beautiful.
It's that
incredible
isometric thing on like tablets and smartphones, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's basically MC Escher as a game.
Wow.
It's a modern twist on MC
But it-
Escher.
Oh, yeah?
Like it's
It's
so
really-
beautiful and
really
it's
beautiful.
super polished. Like I was telling my friend the other day, like there's no way someone can one up that game. It's like everything's
Flawless.
perfect.
It took them a while too to figure out the technology to do all those like impossible things, and it's really impressive on
Yeah.
all fronts.
Like a kind of thing where it's like so unique it couldn't be copied because it would be immediately sort of like bashed for.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
They could add gameplay.
Yeah.
Someone could probably copy it and add gameplay, and it could be better. But it's really super neat.
Yeah. It's super accessible too. Like I showed it to my dad, and he was like swiping and then making the little character move around super easily. I think he bought a tablet because I showed him that game. He was like, "Oh my god, games are so awesome!" I'm like, well, it's the only one. But
Oh, he's in for a surprise.
who's next?
Stefan.
I've actually been doing a lot of catch up.
So top 75 games.
Yeah, but that's the problem. Like I haven't really played that much games that came out this year. Like I played a lot of games that came out a bunch of years ago, last year mostly. But like from this year,
It doesn't have to be this year though.
not really sure. Like I'm playing an iPhone game, shoot 'em up called Skyforce.
Yeah, you mentioned it.
Yeah,
on the
I've been
podcast
playing
before.
it for a couple of weeks now, and it's really solid. It's really fun. So I think that's probably the only 2014 game I've been playing,
But
and it's really good.
as an artist, like, is there one that has like a really specific or really good art direction or look that, despite all of the stuff around it of the actual game, is there one that stands out just like visually or art direction wise that really
That you
captured
played
your
this year?
attention?
I played the Vanishing of Ethan Carter,
Yeah.
and it's really beautiful. It's just like I don't know how you call that, like a walking simulator with a little investigation,
There's a little
murder
mystery
investigation
in it.
twist. Yeah, but there's not much to do, so it's not really in my top games. But it was really the ambience, the moods in it were really well done. It was really peaceful and serene just to walk in the environment. But yeah, other than that, like older games, I think that I played this year, I think the best one is still Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons.
Hack Studios.
I don't remember.
No, it's not. It's the other game.
Oh.
Two Brothers. It's the one in 3D.
Double Dragon?
Brothers, A Tale of Two
Mario?
Sons. Mario Bro? Not. So it's Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, and not Two Brothers.
Yeah, exactly.
I've always confused those two games.
They're
I
not
never
the same.
knew that they were.
Brothers is way better than
I'm
Two
such an
Brothers.
idiot.
So this game really had like one of my probably favorite fantasy theme I've ever seen.
Very light fantasy, but
Yeah, it's very light, but it's really well done. Like it's exactly the amount and type of fantasy I like. So, but like the modelization of the characters was a bit loose.
always has to be
But-
something wrong about the games, eh, Stefan?
No, but
Always.
I mean, it
Can't
like,
just be a good game.
Let me finish. But I came to appreciate it as a painting.
Mhm.
Like you have to look at it from a certain distance. But the lighting, the ambience, colors were really, really beautiful.
I mean, Picasso's pretty good, but his faces are all off.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, yeah. Other than that, I don't know. I really enjoyed the Jamestown
Scapegoat.
shoot 'em up. A Scapegoat, yeah, pretty good.
Okay.
Hammerwatch, but those are all old.
I don't know. I haven't watched it. I watched this probably 2013, right?
Yeah, something like that, like a year or two.
All right.
Andy.
Alright, so I haven't played too many games that came out this year, but yeah, I don't know, like I guess as far as like favorite indie game from 2014, it's probably Kiro Blaster by Studio Pixel.
Nice.
I don't know, yeah, it's just kind of like a light, kind of like running gun kind of game, and I don't know.
They're the makers of Cave Story, right?
Yeah, by the makers of Cave Story. It's, yeah, I don't know, it's just kind of like a fun little short and sweet And then, I don't know, I've been playing a lot of old games that I've just never gotten around to playing. Like, for instance, I think it was For the Frog, the Bell Tolls or something.
Wait, that's 2 frog-related games.
Yeah, 2 frog-related games. This one
games.
was a Nintendo game that was never released outside of Japan. It's, I don't know, kind of like the precursor to doing Link's Awakening for the Game Boy. They have this other game where you kind of like, I don't know, for some reason, I forget exactly what happens, but eventually you get transformed into a frog, and there's like a whole bunch of puzzles around like turning into a human and turning into a frog, and at some point you turn into a snake as well. And there's,
So
like,
it's
all
a
these different, like-
Nintendo release?
Yeah, it's a Nintendo release.
On the
but
old
they,
black and white Game Boy, right?
yeah, on the old black and white Game Boy, and they've actually reintroduced this character as an assist in Smash.
Oh, really?
But yeah, it's a pretty fun game. It's kind of like an RPG light, I guess. It's just kind of like go into battle, and you already know how it's going to turn out because you just like take a turn and you attack.
Is it a game that's patched in English, or?
Yeah. So
Okay.
there's a translation patch that's out there. I don't remember exactly where I got it, but yeah. I don't know.
Kiro Master, Kiro, whatever, and then
I guess maybe
Or
Kiro means
Kairu.
frog.
Actually, it's Kairu, I think, for the frog reasons.
Alright.
But yeah, that was a pretty fun one. Then I played like Lagrange Point, Smash Brothers is pretty solid. Super Mario 3D World is like a really solid installation, like a modern Mario game. And I think it's a lot better than like new Super Mario Brothers or something like that.
Yeah, I was playing. I was at a friend's this weekend, and we played a lot of Mario Brothers 3. And he was talking about how Super Mario Brothers 3D felt like the Mario Brothers 3 of the 3D generation of Mario games. How it elevates it and plays around with the Mario convention that's been built in 3D space.
Yeah, it feels almost like a 2D platformer. And, like, it feels way less like the other 3D Marios.
Yeah,
like
they kept the
64.
courses linear. Instead of having to walk around and find stars, you actually have a goal at the end of the level.
Yeah.
So it's really more like a standard 2D Mario Brother game.
Yeah, and like even though there is 3D aspects, like a lot of the time it'll just be like a really thin 2D plane that you're walking on, and like maybe a little bit of branching or like
It's always like in transitions, like you have those corridors, and in between them you have a little bit more like space to move around, but the main parts of the levels are mostly 2D.
yeah, exactly.
It's pretty cool.
It's really well polished. I think.
It's the dumbest observation to make about it, but it really just like 2D with an added dimension. It's
Wow.
I know, but it's the simplest and dumbest thing in the world to say about it. But I guess that's what Nintendo does. They often do the simplest thing in the world. They add it to whatever game, and they make gold out of it.
I checked my Destiny stats.
Uh-oh.
It's kind of embarrassing.
Oh wait,
That's
150 hours.
I have,
Let's go around the table, and I'll say how many hours we think JF sunk into Destiny.
Wait a
Dom?
minute.
150.
How many weeks have you been playing this?
Since it
since
started.
launch, so
Like, is that months?
was it
2 months?
Like November?
Yeah, 2 or 3 months.
Or
2 months.
2 months. Okay, I'll come back. I'll do some
Okay.
math.
Dom?
150.
150 hours?
320 hours.
Stefan?
321.
Christ is riding it! Jonathan, how many hours do you think?
237.
Andy?
250.
Oh.
I'm gonna go smaller. I think it's a 175.
Oh god, you actually have. You're pretty much the closest. I have over 7 days played of this game.
7 full days.
It's really sad.
It's a full
that's
week
what-
of playing Destiny non-stop.
I know.
In 2 months. Well, that doesn't seem too bad.
Wait.
So following the Price is Right rules, I win.
I agree.
No, you're over.
Oh,
So wait, it was how many hours?
It's 7 times 24.
Yeah, that's 168, but I have a bit over, so I think you guys both win.
Okay.
Ballpark.
I thought, Dom.
It's not so bad.
So who's next?
Alright, there's Joe or Justin.
Okay.
Yannick.
Yeah.
Or Yannick.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I
Top 1 game of the year.
Yeah, my top. Well, it's Link Between Worlds. It's the only thing I played this year. So
You chose well.
it shows. Yeah. It's I finished it last Sunday. I made it the last. I could have spent. Like, I was bummed out to have finished all the last big batch of dungeons. I could have. I wish there would always be 3 dungeons in front of me the whole time. That's how I feel about this game. It's just taking a stroll through memories, and it's well done. It's polished. Again, it's the same thing I said about Mario. Just adding the shadow wall walking and all that stuff. How it made the whole thing really fun. I love the simplicity of it. I love how polished it is. How cute the whole world is. It's something I really enjoyed. And also combined with playing some Super Mario Brothers 3 this weekend. Again, there's just something that is... But my brain goes one-to-one as video games and Nintendo, a specific tone and style that I really enjoy. So, that's my favorite game of the year. I've barely played anything this year, but it's one of my resolutions for 2015 to just play more stuff because, again, I'm working in video games and I feel like a fraud working in this company and in this industry and play so little games, but so more of games in 2015.
So we could do a game club, like book clubs. And just force ourselves to play more games.
No one else here needs to force themselves to do it. I need my own game club. So that I need to play it, but I have to play more stuff.
Right. So to continue your analogy, they added a 4th dimension to a 3D game by adding a 2D dimension to the gameplay.
They did. They did, and then when you go into the crevasse in the other world, it's like you go in a wormhole. So, a flat wormhole in that case, but still works.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
What year is this again?
Pretty happy.
Jonathan, what are your best games this year?
I have played about 10 games, I'd say. Most of the best games I have in my list have already been mentioned. I think my favorite one is Dark Souls 2 because it's...
Is your number 1?
Yeah, my number 1. Well, I could say that my list is in no specific order because it's hard to say which one I like the best. But I really like Dark Souls 2 because of all the reasons that Dom mentioned. It's also it's true that it's not as impressive as the first Dark Souls, but it's still a very well made game, and they actually polished a lot of the aspects of the gameplay.
The systems.
Yeah, the system is it's more solid, I think, than what it was in the previous versions of the game. Mm-hmm. It's a bit easier also compared to the other Dark Souls game. I think a lot of people who played it for just a couple of hours thought it was harder, but it's actually not because you can grind enemies until they disappear forever. And there's a lot of little things that they added that, like, you can warp from bonfire to other bonfire.
I feel like people were more aware about the multiplayer aspect of it too, so it was way easier to just find other players and defeat bosses.
Yeah, bosses are really easy when you play with other people.
I had a really hard time with the first boss, though. The last giant. Like, I think that's what intimidated a lot of people. Like, the spike was, like, seemingly hard at first, but then once you got past him, you just breezed through a lot of it.
Yeah, it's true. The first boss feels like the hardest. And then, like Jeff, I played Destiny a lot.
Really?
Enjoy it a lot. And
have you cracked the week, a whole week of playing so far? Or?
I'm not sure, but I must be close to what Jeff. I think Jeff played more than I did, but
definitely.
Yeah, but I played it a lot too. And
so GF is the real boss.
Yeah, of Destiny.
Burn.
Because it's really well made. I don't think it's anything really like it's not breaking any grounds. It's like a complete Borderlands or a bigger. It really looks like Borderlands, but I happen to enjoy it more than I did when I played Borderlands. Yeah, everything is so satisfying with it. Like all the shooting mechanics are well made, and grinding is kind of fun as well. So yeah,
I played it a little bit this weekend, and it felt good, but I couldn't see myself playing for like over 100 hours.
Yeah.
But then I could say the same thing about Diablo 3, and I played
Yeah.
over 100 hours. So
because the shooting mechanics are really well made. So if it was just a standard action game, you'd play it for 15 hours and you'd be done. But they made the loot system really addictive, so you can keep playing it for hours. And there are multiple classes you can play. There are like 6 different classes. Well, you have 3 different classes, but they all have 2 different subclasses.
Are they really different?
They have, the basic controls are the same, but they have some, all the special moves are different. The way they jump, the way they do their melee attacks are different as well. So yeah, it's pretty good. Then I think, another game that I really liked was, The Legend of Zelda: Link Between Worlds. Again, this game really felt good because A Link to the Past was one of my favorite Zelda games. Yeah. And
It didn't ruin it.
No, it didn't ruin it. And I was really afraid.
Really good thing.
We had discussions how, like, you've been, like, not bored, but less into Zelda in the recent iterations. Ever since Ocarina of Time, like, everyone tries to recreate Ocarina of Time, and I sort of agree with you that each time they try to recreate too much, it's just not as satisfying as that game first was.
Yeah. Well, I'm not the Ocarina of Time hater, but I don't like it for what it did to this series. Like, because it was something completely different before Ocarina of Time appeared. Because it wasn't really, Zelda was never really a puzzle game. It was more, action adventure, and you had, survival aspects to it. Yeah. And then when Ocarina of Time came out, it became this huge 3D puzzle game where you have to, when you're in a castle, you have to turn the camera around and see how to solve these.
Sort of a puzzle.
Yeah, and kind of puzzles. And then after that, it was good, but then after that, all other Zelda games tried to recreate that because it was such a big success. And in the process, we lost the old Zelda series.
The magic.
Yeah. Well, it didn't exist anymore, and Zelda: Link Between Worlds brought that back. It brought the old Zelda games and added some new mechanics, like the you can rent items.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
I wonder if their next one that supposedly comes out next year, if they learned a couple lessons from Link Between Worlds, where it's fun to explore this world and to find all the weird things.
I think so. They've seemed to have addressed the fact that they've been repeating themselves since like.
Yeah, but have you seen the latest video of it?
Like the one where they're playing.
Miyamoto is playing with Aonuma, and they just show the map and they ride Epuna for 5 minutes. Yeah.
They haven't shown much.
Well, when I saw this, it shattered my hopes.
Oh,
yeah, because because the A Link Between Worlds was really compact, like the old Zelda games,
right? And
was really action oriented. Also, the fact that it's top view, I really hope that they would do the same thing that they did for Mario 3D Land.
Yeah,
they when they made a new AAA Mario Brothers on Wii U, they took the formula of Mario 3D Land and made Mario 3D World with it.
Keeps pounding the table.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, but so I hope that they would do the same with Zelda: A Link Between Worlds, because the game didn't feel. My only complaint with the game is that it didn't feel really fresh, because it was the same world as A Link to the Past. So I was really hoping to see a new game with these gameplay mechanics.
Like a whole new Hyrule.
Yeah, with a new Hyrule, a new world to explore. Yeah. But instead, the new Zelda game really looks like another Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, I think the thing with Zelda is that you want the feeling of exploration, but the key thing about Zelda is that you've always seen that wall, but suddenly if you push a rock, a cavern opens. So to me, it's like seeing something you've already seen, and then you discover a secret within it. It's not crazy open world where I'm seeing 15 different environments. To me, that's another game. That's not exactly.
Yeah.
That's not the archetypal Zelda that I like. But that's the thing by seeing that footage that they showed. It was really, really cool. But Link on that cliff, seeing the whole world of Hyrule was awesome. But 5 minutes of Epona riding, it was like, oh boy, man. Like, it's cool that it exists. It might just not be my thing. But
Yeah, exactly. It's probably not bad. It's just not what I hoped for as a game.
I'm actually just hoping at some point, because it seems to be with enough interest that they have like a female protagonist in the Zelda series. Like you see enough cosplayers where they dress up as Link. It's like,
well, that's the thing. It would change nothing to the games.
Absolutely.
You just like Link is now a lady and Zelda is a prince.
Right.
It would be the exact same thing.
Well, it could help like making the story a little more fresh this time around.
Yeah.
Just have a couple of small things like that.
Plus
it would actually be a Zelda game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you'd have the perfect excuse because every game, it's like a new incarnation of the hero of time. I guess that's Link.
Yeah.
So it's like, why not? It's like you don't have to adhere to the fact that it's a direct sequel or something.
Yeah,
Like,
it
And then,
doesn't have
and then
to.
you play an old Peppy and
why not?
That'd be great. But you know what? Link has been wearing like a skirt for years.
Yeah.
Just like that's what I mean. It's the exact same thing. It, long, flowing, awesome blonde hair, the green tunic.
Yeah.
It's just as now there's more. There's the lashes would be more stylized. It's almost the same thing.
It'd be funny if his sound effects became like more deeper if he became a girl.
Yeah, I think that'd be great.
But he's a girl.
There are lovely ladies with deep voice.
Yeah,
Yeah. What's the guy's name? Ayuma? Aoyama. He said, like, he didn't deny the fact that it might actually be a girl in the next one.
Yeah.
I think I remember that rumor. So we might actually get it. And further proof that it would totally work is for the next Monster Hunter, I'm going there.
Yeah, in 2015, it's gonna, at one point this will become a Monster Hunter podcast.
They have
but that's
a-
okay. That's okay.
They have a fuck ton of like Nintendo crossover stuff. Like you can cosplay as like a bunch of like Nintendo characters. One of them being from the Legend of Zelda. And because you can have like male female characters, a girl dressing up as Link works 100%. Like it totally works.
Yeah.
So
Anyways, a lot about Zelda sexuality on this podcast, but
We were doing Jonathan's top 5, I think.
Yeah.
Almost no, I'd really want them to put back in the Zeldas was from Zelda 2, where
Everything from Zelda.
but if you'd stay on the path, there you wouldn't be attacked by monsters. But if you stray on in fields and stuff, then monsters would appear. I actually thought they did that with I don't remember which one, like Princess, whatever,
Twilight
or something
Princess?
like that. And I was convinced they had done that because of depth of field. It just happened a couple of times in a row where I would venture in a field and monster would appear. But yeah, again, that was just field of death, monster appearing out of nowhere. But yeah, no, it doesn't work like that. So I'd like them to bring that back. I think it's
that's what they do.
it's like a nice.
Well, if
little
Shigeru
touch.
Miyamoto is listening to our podcast, maybe.
Well, I hope he is. I hope he is.
I hear he does actually.
I hope the nice man who translates the podcast who transcripts it for us, is really on the ball on this one. But do you have any other games you want to talk
Yeah,
about?
really quick mentions. They're not games from this year, but really enjoyed playing Phantasy Star Online on GameCube this year. I finished it. I played Fire Emblem Awakening, which I'm still playing and really enjoying it, even if I'm really frustrated when I die and I want to break my DS. And other special mention is Carol Blaster because it was a really well-made game. And maybe a disappointment of the year, which is not even the game that was released this year. It's just an old game that I happened to play this year. Was Mega Man X Maverick Hunter, because I've heard so many great things about it. But I think it actually looks great. But a lot of
Wait, is that the RPG?
No, the remake of Mega Man X on PSP.
Oh, okay.
They really did a good job bringing it to 3D.
Right.
But I don't know why they changed some of the aspects of the gameplay.
Like the level design and...
Yeah, like they changed where you can find some of the upgrades, which really makes it confusing. And they also, some little detail, like items will despawn, will disappear if they drop off screen. But enemy will respawn.
Justin just shook his head like this isn't incomprehensible.
So if you jump and shoot an enemy and it drops
power up or
power up or whatever, it will disappear and you won't get it. So it's really weird.
Pretty basic.
So I was disappointed by that. And that's it.
Nice. You know what's really good though? The Mega Man comic.
Yeah, I should read it.
It's in its 40th issue. Around thereabouts, and they're getting into Mega Man 3 storyline with the Mega Man 3
Who
robot.
publishes that?
Archie
Comics? No.
Archie Comics.
Wait a minute, aren't they like completely reinventing Archie
yes,
Comics?
they are. They are making a series that reinvents Archie Comics.
Yeah,
With Mark Waid, right?
Are they
Mark
also
Waid, yes.
doing the Sonic comics?
Yeah.
Or is that...
Brad,
I remember there was a Sonic Mega Man crossover.
Yeah.
It happened recently, I think.
Yeah, and that comic was filled with really deep cut inside jokes. And the Mega Man comics, I've read a couple of issues, not the whole run, but it's really, really good. Justin.
We don't have any time, but...
Oh. Well, see you next year.
Yeah, because we're stuck in our time slot. The next podcast is about to start. But Justin, what are your games?
I'll
5 seconds.
5 seconds. Okay, number 5. Dark Souls.
Actually, we have a lot of time. So
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, number 5. Dark Souls. Really good.
This was one?
No, Dark Souls 2. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I don't know.
No, Dark Souls 2. Really, really good. Just about everything else that's been said.
Did you find it hard?
Initially, yes. As it went on, no. I think my only complaint is that it seemed like more of the same and not enough memorable moments. I did like the chariot boss. I'm sorry, but a skeleton in a chariot on fire in a circle is just...
In a circle that has an end for you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like he chases you down this corridor that just seemingly never ends, and then you just get to a metal grate, and then you're like, uh-oh.
It's iron... It's heavy metal cover time.
It's bad times.
In your face.
Bad news bears. All right, number 4. I'm playing right now. Old game from callback from 2011. Mercenaries 3D on 3DS. I love to death.
Wait, what is that?
That's the. It was a side game from Resident Evil 4.
Oh,
Mercenaries, right.
Yeah.
And I always said if they ever made a standalone game of it, I would play it. And I bought a copy used, except you couldn't erase the data. So.
Oh, right. I heard about that when it was released.
Yeah, I didn't read about that though, so I had no fun in playing it. And then on the 3DS re-edition, when they released it on the eShop, you could like erase your data. So I got
did you
that
try a
fresh start.
magnet?
What's that?
Did you try rubbing the cartridge with a magnet or something?
Like Breaking Bad style with a
Yeah.
No.
Like a hard reset.
No, I didn't try that. But no, I played it and it's really, really good. Actually, a very direct influence on Curses and Chaos. So I felt really good playing Mercenaries 3D. It reminds me of a lot of the things that I want to do in it. So that's fun. Number 3, Carol Blaster, that Andy and John both mentioned.
Number 2.
No, I want to say why. I think that game's really, really good. It actually kind of made me feel good about making like a smaller game because it's only about like 4 hours. And it shows...
I'm going to have to put it in my game release this year that I really want to play because I totally skipped over that one.
You have to play it. It's kind of a must from 2014. It shows you can really, really make a very dense, compact game that's really, really meaningful.
Nice.
And a lot of fun. Number 2, Fantasy Life.
Yes.
We've been playing that and with Carl. You know what? Carl's MIA.
Carl MIA again. He's working from home. He's I imagine he's trying to get an issue under the holiday wire.
Yeah.
So, Carl, we love you, and in 2015, you'll be there more often.
Well, or not. Maybe he takes care of his family instead, which is good.
No, he says he does miss being on the podcast.
Oh, okay.
It's starting to feel, though, like Clint Eastwood at the Republican convention, just talking to an empty chair.
The empty chair where Carl's in.
Yeah. But he's with us in spirit. as we drink spirits. But
Fantasy Life is probably 6 or 7 on my list.
yeah,
But it's not top 5 for me.
I just thought it was like really, really charming. Like, there's things that I'll remember from that, like climbing the mountain.
Yeah.
Because you come back to it so much, it was like really, really fun. I like the pacing of it.
By the way, the DLC for that game, I read about it this time. It's not only an island with more stuff to do, it adds more levels to each class.
What?
So you could keep playing that game for another 400 hours.
Good
Do you
lord.
want to bump it a number?
Maybe not, because my number one with a bullet is Shovel Knight.
Ooh, nice
Yeah.
one.
So, props
I
to
haven't played that one.
you. Have
You haven't
to.
played that
need
one
to
yet?
play that.
Yeah, I'm ashamed that I haven't played it.
That's so good. And
Well-
it's so, like, it could be a game that Tribute makes. Like, it's,
The highest praise.
Yeah.
That's my game to play next year because it's coming out on Vita and
Sure.
PS4.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I really am looking forward to it.
Like it's really fun to be happy for people in their success
Yeah.
because it's like you watched it from the humble beginnings when they just kind of announced it.
it was a Kickstarter, right?
Yeah. And like they're all like ex-staff from like Way Forward. Like that's where their sort of pedigree comes from. And it was fun because like they announced it right around the time of the launch or no, the announcement of DuckTales, the
Yeah.
remaster, and people were really wanting that. So you had two very sort of similar style games.
I think the good gameplay people from Way Forward just left to do Shovel Knight because the Shovel Knight is just so much better than anything Way Forward has done.
Ooh,
I am
harsh words. No, they
No, he's
I'm
praising.
not saying Way Forward is bad, but
He's praising Way
Shovel Knight is
Forward
better.
for hiring good people, but
Yeah.
not retaining them.
Yeah. Well, hey, look,
Shovel Knight
that's
is above anything.
What I just said was worse.
no. I mean, and I think just on a personal note, it was really fun, just like kind of witnessing this from a distance, and then at PAX meeting these people, and finding out they're just genuinely nice people. Like
That's a great thing about PAX that happened for us this year, and
Yeah.
hopefully will happen next year.
Yeah, we're already setting up some kind of drinking or party or something with these guys.
Yeah. Like they've kept in touch, and again, like can't say enough good things about them.
Yacht
Like
Club.
because
Yeah. You know what? I really hope they have yachts by now.
They deserve
A
at
whole
least
club.
They
one.
really deserve it.
But no, it's fun to see like with the announcement that they're going to have like crossover stuff with like God of War of all things on the Vita release. It's like, who would have guessed that? It's funny to see like God of War was made relevant again by like this game that came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like that shows you how awesome like these people are. Like I'm really, really stoked.
I hope they made enough money with that game to like make another really good big retro game like that.
Well, I mean, like that game seems to have like such a long tail. That's the fun thing about it is like they're probably going to be able, I mean, I can only speculate, but they seem to be able to like live off the success of that game for such a long time that like when the next big thing comes, whatever it is, like everyone's going to be just like waiting with bated breath.
For sure. I'm waiting the day they announce their next thing for sure.
Absolutely. So anyway, that's my top 5.
It's gonna be apparently it's gonna be about a knight that lives in has really poor living accommodations. It's gonna be called Hovel Knight.
Oh my god.
I was waiting for it.
You should keep that silence.
I will.
Trying to segue into the next questions now.
Justin, do you have anything else to say?
I don't know. I'm looking. 2014 was amazing, personally, and just for video games, I think this was an amazing.
I mean, you guys released your biggest game ever this year too, so it is a big ass year for you guys.
Yeah.
Last year. It was.
It feels like last year,
It
but
was
it's
this year.
Because of because of the early access, I guess
Yeah.
it feels more like it happened in 2013
Yeah.
than
Official
in
release was this
2014.
year.
So
Yeah, but the official release was in
April.
April.
it was in April, even though
So the best game you guys have made this year, top 1 is.
Mercenary Kings!
Yay!
I don't know. Parting thoughts. Anything you're looking forward to in the new year? Anybody go?
Yeah, that was one of the questions I was going to ask. Most anticipated game So
I
honestly,
have 5 games
Oh,
in that
nice.
category, so
I have like 20.
Oh my god.
I have one because I'm only gonna have time for one.
And it is.
Monster Hunter.
Hell yeah.
I thought you were going to say Curses and Chaos, but...
Yeah, that.
I feel we have to do like some sort of Monster Hunter Chronicle segment into the podcast. Like whoever is
A separate podcast.
Yeah.
no, but who's ever like is diving deep the office dynamics that change because of Monster Hunter and stuff like that.
I decided I would not play it. Because I don't want to waste 1,000 hours in 20
you're
years.
gonna play it.
Why are you
Whatever
Why are you talking about wasting time? You're wasting time playing other things.
Okay, I get it.
Fantasy Life, come on.
That's right.
Jeff, what are
Okay.
you gonna look forward to?
Okay, I'll start off with Dark Souls 2, because it's coming out on PS4, and I didn't have a
What's
chance
the name
to
of
play
it? Oh, fuck. It has a weird subtitle now.
Thanks, Dom. Now it's an unsuitable. It's now a unrated podcast because of your.
You guys have been
podcast.
swearing the whole podcast.
No, we have not. You have.
Okay, Chasm.
Yes,
like the
Chasm.
board
Oh,
game.
is that finally coming out?
Yes.
I hope so. Like, maybe it's coming out in
Yeah.
2016,
They're
but
in
now they
beta
have
right
to
now.
release in 2015.
Looks pretty cool. Oh, man.
I was gonna say Shovel Knight, because it's coming on Vita, and that's where I'm gonna play it on.
Mm-hmm.
Monster Hunter 4.
Oh, you're joining us.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah.
And last but not least, Tony Hawk.
You don't know what it's gonna be, but there's only talk.
Come on, that's
awesome, though.
The best PlayStation game ever, and
But
Good soundtrack.
He tried coming back like 4 times. And
I
it
know,
always failed.
but this time it's gonna be the best.
This time you're going to manual for like 5 minutes straight.
It's gonna
About
suck.
2 billion
It's gonna
points.
suck because it's gonna still
No.
have
With
offspring
Morpheus?
music and
No, with Morpheus or the what's it called, the
Oculus
Oculus Rift,
No.
and it's gonna be
That's
so
so
Can you unlock younger Tony Hawk in this game?
relevant 20
Andy, do you have any games you're looking for in 2015?
Well, I guess Chasm, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that because I backed the Kickstarter for it. Also, yeah, I don't know, like, games that I just haven't picked up yet, like Guilty Gear, XRD, I'm really looking forward to trying that.
I love how everybody has a different pronunciation for that game's title.
XRD or
Zerd.
Zerd. It's
Zerd.
supposed to be Zerd because it's like, X is the number and then
But we actually played the demo. It's like one of those gobsmackingly
gorgeous game.
it makes you question everything kind of thing. It's like a game changer. No, it does. Like, I mean, you look at it and you're like,
2D is irrelevant.
pretty much.
What have we been doing?
Wasted a life.
Dom,
I'm
what up?
gonna guess Joe's most anticipated game. I bet it's Mighty Number 9.
Yeah, there's
Excited about
this. Yeah, Mighty Number 9, Monster Hunter 4, and Bloodborne.
Bloodborne, yeah. Have you heard about Axiom Verge? It's a Metroidvania. It's basically Metroid, a new Metroid, but not
Yeah,
from
I've heard of
Fantasy.
it.
That's gonna be insane. Bello from the Cappy guys is gonna be
Mm.
really amazing. I played it last year and it was just great. Yeah, Hyperlight Drifter is coming out next year too.
Yeah, cool.
Another big rated one from Kickstarter. And then No Man's Sky, Bloodborne, New Metal Gear, Mario Maker sounds pretty cool to me. I don't know why.
Even if we're doing
Yeah.
making games all
Yeah,
day long.
I'm gonna design games, levels, and go back home and design levels. Yeah, so I don't know. There's a bunch of smaller games like Darkest Dungeons, Nova 111.
3 good things I'm looking forward to in the new year. Obviously, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. That's gonna be the shit. I'm looking forward to Final Fantasy Explorers. That's their take on the monster hunting franchise.
Did they announce it for America? North America?
I don't think they have officially, but they did announce that they've registered the trademark in North America, which all but assures that it's going to come out here. So looking forward to that in a big way. And a little indie game, Castle in the Darkness.
Oh yeah.
Or a little indie game Minecraft?
Oh, you're Microsoft.
Castle in Darkness has been in the works for like 5 years.
But it's one guy.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's always fun to see these one-man gangs And I've been following the progress of that game. The demo was amazing. So, Castle in the Darkness, I think it's Matt Cap who's designing it. It's like his first game, so I'm very, very...
the Owlboy one? Another game that might be good in 2015 is Curses of Chaos.
Hey, yeah. No, we're all really just like bunkering down for PAX, I think. All hands on deck, and we're gonna kick some ass
Yes.
at PAX.
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be great.
Leo are gonna kick some ass for sure.
Well, they always do. That's their job. So yeah, we're really looking forward. That's actually going to be the big thing for 2015. I think is just kicking ass and taking names at PAX. I really, really want. Like last year was amazing, and I want this year to be even better. So I'm looking forward to that in a big way.
Make it so.
Make it so. Yeah, exactly.
I think we're at the end right now because we're reaching an hour long podcast, which I don't think we've done so far. And through editing, maybe it'll be 50 minutes or 45 minutes. We'll see. So let's end it right now for 2014. Guys,
Goodbye, 2014.
Goodbye, 2014. It was great.
2014.
Nope, no song.
What's going on?
Guys, where can we find you on this? Where can we find you on the internet right now?
I'll be on holiday, but yeah, don't you be on Twitter.
Yes.
Musical break from Steph.
Soundtrack from Steph.
Justin _Sear on Twitter. I'm on
CYR.
CYR. And I'll see you in 2015.
On Tumblr.
Yeah, fuck. Probably on Tumblr. Otherwise,
At PixelTao on Twitter, on Tumblr, pixeltao.ca, but I don't update it.
So check it out. Just in case he updates it.
Yeah,
This one time.
it's gonna be a resolution for next year, so.
There you go.
I used to be really on the ball with your
Yeah.
Tumblr.
Oh, shots are fired.
I think when you search Pixel Art Montreal, it's one of the first links that pops up.
That's nice.
Yeah, cool.
Jeff, what's up?
JF Major
with a zero.
instead of an O. Damn you.
Then you original.
Maybe that should be your resolution for this
I need
year.
to track down that guy.
Just
Triangulate and triangulate. That's all you gotta say.
Yeah, that's all I have on tracking down.
just
Dropping my,
Triangulate all these 3 tweets from
The new word you learned from a sci-fi movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Go tracking down with my laser gun and
Andy, where can we find you?
Okay, so I'm eggboycolor on Twitter, and I have i.make.bg as my Tumblr.
Which is great. It's a great link.
Well done. You can find me at GettingBelzil on Twitter, where I talk about silly stuff, really. You can find Tribute Games, our company, at Tribute Games. You can write at us, info@tributegames.com as well. If you have questions or you want us to talk about something on the podcast, like, you can just tweet questions at us or just go to the email. Thanks very much for listening to us during this year. There's going to be more Tribute podcasts in 2015. We appreciate the almost 100 people who listen to this. There should be more. Shout out to Jonathan Holmes, who retweets every time we do an episode of the podcast. Thanks to you. I'm sorry, it's all...
The Hanko Trunken was really good.
Yeah, that Trunken and those 2 beers are pretty sweet. So, thanks for listening to us, and I hope you will be listening to us in the new year and buying our games as well.
Yes.
yay!
Wall of sound.